Right, forgive me if I stutter in this this discussion, because I've gone now where I'm too lazy to write a script out, so I'll just make it all up as I go along, and when I make it all up as I go along, I stutter. It's this is part one of a new discussion I've thought up. Will time travel ever be possible? Well, they know that it's theoretically. Scientists know that it's theoretically possible to travel forward in time, because if you could go on if in a spaceship and travel at speeds closer to the speed of light. I don't know exactly how this works, but to be honest, because I'm not a scientist, I'm not an expert on these things. But you reckon the amount of time that you've been away travelling off into the universe will be much less than the length of time that has surpassed on Earth. So they reckon you can actually travel slightly forward in time, even now, but only slightly, maybe a few minutes or seconds, perhaps, because the length of time that you've been up in the atmosphere in a spaceship is slightly less than the amount of time that's surpassed surpassed on Earth. So in that sense, you can actually travel. But whether we'll ever get to the Doctor Who and TARDIS stage, it's for one thing, will we ever be able to travel at the required speed to travel through time? Will we ever be able to do that without killing ourselves? That's the question. And at the end of the day, if you can't do something, you can't do it. I mean, what's his name? What's that? Stephen Hawking. He said, "It is quite possible that time travel is not possible and never will be. Otherwise, we would have been invaded by tourists from the future." Is that a good impression of Stephen Hawking, is it? Let me know in your comments. But you know what I mean? We don't know what development. We don't know what developments are going to come in the future. I mean, imagine if you think back 200. If you think back 200 years ago, was someone of 200 years ago but believe that I could be making this video clip now? I mean, that was it, was someone of from 200 years ago believe that you could you could be able to make a video clip on your phone and and put it on put it online and it could be seen by billions of people? You know what I mean, 200 years ago, they were fully conscious when they were being operated on. I mean, we're glad things are not like that now, aren't we? You know what I mean? We're glad technology's moved forward for our sake. I mean, it's and a car. What 200? What's one from 200 years ago would believe that a car or a television would be possible. I mean, when John Logie Baird went to get his television patented, when he actually built one that worked, they thought he was mad, you know. I mean, they thought he was a nutter. But I think There's only one way that you will be able to travel forwards in time, but it's, you know what I mean. You can debate all day about over whether it will be achievable. And as for travelling backwards in time, I mean, how how on earth will we do that? You know what I mean, it's what methods would you use to do that? I mean, could you travel backwards in time within your own universe? Would you have to travel into a different universe where that our past is their present, and they're like and they're like maybe say 200 years before us, like, but it's like I've just said. I mean, 200 years, things were all that good 200 years ago, really. When you come to think of it, but I think that there are things that at this point, at this period in history, we can't really understand. I don't think. I think right now we haven't got to the point yet where we can understand everything. I don't think. And H.G. Wells wrote this book in the 19th century called The Time Machine. And it was just pure fantasy, because he had the idea that someone, I don't know if it was actually him who created the concept of time travel, really, but he had this idea he had the idea of a story where somebody had invented this machine where and it could take you backwards or forwards through time, but that's just a figment of the imagination. I mean, at the end of the day, could a figment of someone's imagination become reality? You don't know, do you? It's just I think it's like I'm saying it. I think at this period in history, there are just some things that we don't understand yet. That's what I think. And we've worked out how to fly. You know what I mean? We've worked out how to send images into someone's home through a TV screen, and we've even worked out how to record those images as well, and so we can watch them over and over again. We've done all sorts, but we're no nearer to discovering time travel than what we were when H.G. Wells wrote. Well, I don't know if it was H.G. Wells, was it? Was it H.G. Wells? I'm not sure. Whoever it was who wrote that book, you know what I mean? We're no closer to inventing time travel now than what we were then. It's one of the complete mysteries of life. Time travel is. Will Doctor Who ever become a reality? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. If you've got any ideas and opinions on this, but please don't hesitate to voice them in the comments. I don't know for definite whether we'll do a part 2 and 3 of this discussion. If I can do more research on the subject of time travel, I may possibly do that, but I'm not promising at this stage. This might be just the only one I'm doing on it. I'm not decided yet. I'd have to do a bit of research and then think about it. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this YouTube clip. Bye.